So for people that don't know what inspectors do, or who you are, can you explain to the people, you know, what you do on a day-to-day basis when you inspect?
I think inspections, it's kind of evolved over time, so it depends on who you're talking to. If you're looking at someone who has had a home for years and is now downsizing, the inspection process will look very different than when they bought their first home, compared to a new buyer who is showing up to KB or whatever, one of the big builds, and taken around by a sales rep. I look for very different things at an inspection, but knowing who your client is, I think, is the most important thing in order to answer that question. Because 15, 20 years ago, an inspection was a checklist, and it's looking for cosmetic things, things that are broken. Now, an inspection, we're more looking for patterns to see what's going on with the house, how is it interacting with the environment, what are trends with this house. So I guess a good example would be a cracked tile. 15, 20 years ago, I would see a cracked tile in the middle of the floor. I would check that box that there was a deficit in the flooring and say, there you go, point it out to the buyer if they showed up. We got a little bit more advanced, and I had a Polaroid, and I could take a picture of it and attach it to literally a stack of papers and hand it to the buyer. Now, yes, I will notate the cracked tile, but it's more about figuring out why that tile cracked. Is this an indication that the house is moving? Is this a settling crack? Was it poor craftsmanship? And wherever that goes, in conjunction with other things on the inspection list, the house starts to tell a picture or tell a story. And it's my job not only to understand that story, but to be able to communicate it effectively to whoever the buyer is.